Happy St. Patrick's Day. I didn't have a leprechaun or St. Patrick's Day book at home, so I picked Does Frankenstein Get Hungry because he's also green. And he has a black cat, and look, there's Spinky. Spinky! There. Okay. All right, Does Frankenstein Get Hungry by John Solimine. Does Frankenstein get hungry? Sometimes in the dead of the night, when I find myself awake, my mind will start to wander places that make my stomach ache. Nick's making sounds over there, or it's the dogs, I don't know. As I sit in the gloom, things began to crawl and creep, so I ask myself these questions to help me fall asleep. He has an alarm clock, drawing pictures, his shoes, and there's his cat. So you could see Spanky right there still. Does Frankenstein get hungry? Would he like a bowl of soup? Bet he'd like the oatmeal munchies I sell for my Camp Scout troop. Says, I don't know if you can see that. It says Frankenstein oatmeal munchies, 65 of them. He has to pay $324.25. Look at all of them. Does a zombie go to school? I think I have a hunch. Her mother packs her goopy brains in a juicy box for lunch. I wouldn't want to sit next to her. Are mummies fond of long bike rides just like normal folks, or do their crusty bandages get tangled in the spokes? So for those of you that don't know, spokes are like in the wheels. Do ghosts have pets like dogs and cats? Maybe a hamster they named Fred? Do they teach them silly tricks like roll over and play dead? Does Dracula have to floss his fangs to clean off sticky plaque when he eats blood sausages with pickles as a snack? Does the boogeyman have boogers? Does he wipe them on his sleeve? I heard the last time he changed his shirt was back on New Year's Eve. Yikes. Do warty witches with black striped breeches have to clean their rooms? There's no excuse for being messy when you ride around on brooms. Do creepy clowns with basset hounds ever get the blues? I know one thing to cheer them up, a chorus of kazoos. So these are all the basset hounds. And look, they all have kazoos. Some of you got that from the school store, I think. Do giant lizards have little sisters who break their favorite toys? And when it's time to go to sleep, it's noise, noise, noise. Do werewolves have cold noses like all the neighborhood mutts? After howling at the moon, do they sniff each other's butts? Does the thing that lives beneath my bed get lonely under there? Its only friend is a musty, dusty, one-eyed teddy bear. All these questions make the ghoulish appear foolish and the ghostly mostly meek. Being scared is so silly now that monsters seem so weak. I guess my list is finished. It's nearly 3:30. Last questions for all monsters. Aren't you the ones that should be scared of me? The end. So, if you're going to write about this today, you should come up with a rhyme of what you would talk about. So you can't do werewolves. Maybe you can do vampire bats from yesterday's video. Maybe you can do huskies because, you know, you can do black cats. And you can just write rhymes on what happens if they get hungry or what they do. And then maybe I'll do another video later. But happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.